It's my life, it's now or never. Welcome everybody to another episode of Use Your Difference with your host, yours truly, Ty Roxon. This is the place to be to take your culture awareness to the next level. So last week we talked about individualism versus collectivism, and I got a lot of responses from you all in the emails. I'm pretty excited that you all are engaging, whether you're listening on Daily Motion, you're listening on YouTube, or you're listening on the podcast. So excited and grateful for you all. But today we are continuing with Hofstede's culture dimensions. Today, Hofstede's described this principle as masculinity versus femininity. I can't even say the word. Masculinity versus femininity, but I hate those terms because it reinforces certain stereotypes. So what I'm going to do today is replace masculinity with competitiveness and femininity with cooperativeness. Now, whenever you read the book or read textbooks in Hofstede's 6 culture dimensions, you see masculinity and femininity, but I don't want to ascribe gender roles to certain cultures just because, like I said, I think it just reinforces certain stereotypes.
So what exactly is the competitive culture like? In the competitive culture,
4 things are necessary. Winning is good. Stand-in is very recognized. You got to have a good stand-in. And there's also a good, healthy dose of competitiveness, so competition is very valued. And individuality is also something that's really, really admired. People like to admire the winner. And this is one of those type of things. So, admiration for the winner, competition, stand-in or status, and winning is good. Winning gets you rewarded. The highest scoring competitive country in the world is Japan. Then comes the US, then the UK. My home country of Nigeria ranks number 5 on that list. And the 4th is Italy. Now, in the cooperative cultures, process is more important than goals. If you ever find yourself in these environments, sticking your head out is not a good thing. It actually will probably make you less liked because that doesn't make you more money, and it seems like you're detracting from the process to get to the goal. Process oriented. Another thing about this culture is there's a strong emphasis on equality. So a lot of people who might come from the competitive countries where a lot of winners are valued, it's not commonplace for you to go here and try to say that I'm this royal family, I'm that, so you must instantly command respect. That doesn't fly in these countries. It doesn't fly in these countries because equality is the basis of a lot of what they do. So be very careful. The third thing about this group of people in the cooperative mindset is that consensus is very important. It's very important to know that consensus is not compromise. Compromise, both parties don't tend to get what they want. In a consensus, it's usually a unilateral decision where they've all come to that conclusion together, and that's why it's very process laden. And sometimes getting to decisions here will take a longer time than in cooperative nations. So there's that process, like I keep saying. So consensus is very important. And then the last thing that's really important is their sympathy for the loser. There's always this idea of helping the underdog, and then they don't like to kick that person when he or she is down. So, to recap, it's sympathy for the loser, consensus is very important, equality is very big, and sticking your head out to try and stand out is not appreciated. Now, I'm sure, you said, you gave me examples of the competitive countries. What are the examples of the cooperative countries? I got you. Netherlands, Ireland, Nordic countries, that's Scandinavia, Chile, and Thailand. So as I wrap up today's episode, I wanted to make one distinct point. While it is true that in some competitive nations, you do have gender roles that are assigned, and they seem to make maybe some women do more roles here and some men do more roles here. And that is to say that they're definitely assigned, and it seems like a man shouldn't do that, a woman shouldn't do that. It's very important not to go into these cultures thinking that just because you're competitive that you're not going to be able to align with that person. You can turn in your flexibility in a competitive area by saying, okay, I see that this is very important. So if I am a manager here, I will make sure I have like an employee of the month or a reward for the best salesperson or the best team member, just so that encourages and inspires that team. If you are on the cooperative specter or the lens of this equation, make sure that you're doing things that are very, very heavy with the group. It's not uncommon for people people that have that collectivist mindset to be in this type of area, because they've generally grown up thinking that they have to do things in the community area, they have to do things to not make someone stand out. So always look for making sure that they understand that there's a process to the ultimate goal. Don't make it competitive. Make sure that they see the bigger picture, and make sure that they see every single thing and step that they're taking is going to lead to that. So that being said, I want you to tell me if you have any examples of being in the competitive area or being in a cooperative area. Which ones do you like best? Which ones do you think work the best? I don't think one's better than the other. I think given different circumstances, one type of style could work and the other couldn't. But I'm curious to hear your opinion. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Keep signing up on my website at tyroxen.com. Make sure you share this video. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, hit the share button, and then hit the subscribe button, y'all. Or if you actually want to make me even feel better rather, tell your friends to do the same thing. Till next week, use your difference to make a difference.